Hello, I'm Dr. Foojan Zeine. I'm a psychotherapist and the originator of Awareness Integration. Welcome this evening. I am here to share with you some of the conversations that I've had this past week with some of my clients and colleagues, and some of your questions as they've come up for me, and I just wanted to answer them. So this week, I've really been privy to people who are just up to here with having to isolate, having not to socialize, having to be cooped up, and in this right at the edge of knowing that everything is going to be open. So knowing and hearing that, things are going to change, it's brought this more of a yearning for people. It's like, okay, I'm done. I can't handle it anymore. So this week I'm getting more complaints about I'm just going into a blah, I'm bored, I don't know what to do. So let's figure this out together. We probably have a couple of more months until everybody gets vaccinated, and the public areas will be more open and the weather permits, so we can be outside, and a lot more of the music and maybe outdoor concerts and sports arenas and all of that will open. Definitely restaurants will open for all of us, right? One of the things that I noticed is every type of a pleasure that we knew before outside and entertainment that we knew was taken away from us. So, people were just doing some work and obligations and chores and everything that they had to do in a time. And then it was only like maybe watching TV and streaming, Netflix or any of those shows. So there's still time to do things that you really wanted to do, a hobby you wanted to take, a book you wanted to read, a story you wanted to write, maybe your own story, maybe your own life story from different slants. There are different groups that you could get connected, waiting to go out. There are Facebook groups, there are meetup groups, there are Clubhouse groups. There are different groups that you can join in order to meet people. There are a lot of online dating that are happening that are waiting to do first kind of like a video dating, and then go out into the to the nature and kind of meet each other. So life is beginning to get created and regenerate itself in a whole different way. So it's important for you to start this newness, especially since winter is leaving and spring is showing up. So we're leaving the cold and sticks and not having the leaf, and now into beautiful flowers and trees coming back and greenery coming back and the warm weather coming back. So what are the other things that we could do as cleanup, where we could clean up what it was and then begin a whole new spring and a spring of life for ourselves? One of the things we could do is to clean up our house, literally. Go into every closet while still you have some time. Clean up the things that you think you haven't used or don't have any usage for haven't used for 1 year and have no usage for another year. And you figured, oh, maybe somebody else can use them. Clean up everything that is cluttered and you've kind of like been attached to it and there's really no use for it anymore. You've done all you need to do with it, and then you need to just let it go and complete with it. Sometimes if it's hard for you to let it go, ask a friend to come in and help you. They don't have any attachment to the stuff you have, so it's much easier for them to say, this one you need to let go. You don't need to even have. So call a friend, go in, do kind of like a house hunting, cleaning project with a friend, so you can be done. The clutter will be done, and the space will be free for either regenerating, creating new things in it, or just letting it go and let it be simplified. We could do the same thing with your mind, exactly the same thing. You can look at belief systems that are no longer working for you. Maybe a belief you created when you were 2 years old, 5 years old, when you were a teenager, and you made all these decisions about, intimate relationships and how they should be, and how if you were hurt once, it was like, I'm never going to love again. So some of these belief systems, which were from the past and really, literally have no place anymore in your life, and you actually, as an adult, have to learn new skills in order to go into intimate relationships, relationships at work, career, money, all of those. Those need new skills for you. And many of the old behaviors, old feelings, old thoughts, and belief systems and patterns are just not going to work for you. So identifying those, it's going to be so important. So start looking, maybe start writing, maybe start looking at kind of like observing one day of your life and look at what are some of the prevalent beliefs and behaviors that you do, which that can get upgraded the same way you upgrade, your phone every time that, there's an upgrade, or you to upgrade your software on your computer. Maybe you need to upgrade this software, which just no longer needs some of those belief systems. So how do you find your belief systems? Start journaling. Okay, write at night, and start really looking at what type of thought behaviors you have. Start looking at the things that are negative beliefs, such as I don't know, I can't, I won't succeed, any of those types of beliefs. And what are the causes that you won't succeed? What are some of the things you're telling yourself that you still have a belief that I'm not good enough? Um, what are some of the negative thoughts and beliefs you hold about yourself and kind of carry them? Where'd they come from? Did you hear it? Did you perceive it? Did you, somebody said something and you bought it? So some of these belief systems you could see that are not up to par with who you really are. You might have this amazing life right now, creating it, generating it, moving forward, but somewhere deep inside, you're still like, I'm not good enough. I'm not enough. Nobody loves me. And if anybody who loves me, who's going to find out who I am and I'm leaving, now cut it out. Those are not you. Those are really not you. So start writing a journal and it every day, and your thoughts and moods and feelings. And as you're writing them, start looking. What am I saying that is nasty about me or the rest of the world? And whatever you find that you're saying that is nasty, change it to something positive that is real in your life, like you could tangibly see it. If you can't really find it, ask maybe about 5 or 10 of your friends and family members to write it for you. Um, Tell them you're doing an assignment with Dr. Foojan, and that she had asked you to ask them to write you 5 things that they love about you and they think is your strength, and 5 things that they think they need, they will think that you may need improvement on. Okay, that will be an amazing feedback for you. So you can look at them and take all that they said that is your strength and take it and put it in here and go, that is me. And then the ones that they're asking you to maybe reevaluate or learn new skills, great. That's a beautiful feedback. So then start listening to podcasts and audiobooks and get books that are related to that specific skill that needs to be needed. And then start practicing those skills. Go to a therapist, go to a counselor, and kind of like get yourself back and in a new way with an upgraded belief systems and skills for the new you that is moving forward. All right, so you got work to do for the spring that's coming, and it's all going to be amazing work. And I'm sure that as you go through the process and the journey, you will figure out who the real you is, and it can be upgraded every day. Every day, you can intend something in the morning and try to kind of like live it through the day. And as in the evening, you're writing your journal, you can say, if I was able to practice that intention, did I create that intention in the goal that I had for today? Anything. Start with, I'm going to love myself. Start with, I'm so grateful to everything that I have, and my health, and my family, and my friends, and my body, and anything that you see that you can be grateful for. Okay, so let's start with those. And then at the end of the night, after you journal and write down everything, put in 5 more things that you are grateful about the day. So you can begin shifting your thinking in not only a positive thinking, but also a grateful thinking. And I'm grateful that you're here and listening with your heart. So until next week, bye bye.